Hello. It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Braggs. Thank you for your time in conducting this interview with me today. As you know, my name is Marilyn Murray. I'm applying today for a clinical psychologist position for the Veterans Administration. I'm very excited to apply for this position, and I'm also very excited to tell you a little bit more about myself so you can get to know me. I am an older psychologist that just graduated from PhD doctorate school. I went back to college at the age of 47 because I finally found the passion of something that I really want to pursue and to do well at, and that was psychology. I like to help people and I like to help my community. And in doing so, I felt this would be the correct career path for myself. There's three things that I have that some people may have, but they haven't found these yet. I have passion, pursuit, and I have the ability just to want to have a purpose with everything that it is that I do. And of course, my passion is to help people. My pursuit's to help people. And my purpose is to help people. For many years, I volunteered for our local community to try to help make a difference. I became a grief counselor with hospice while shadowing and learning how to do this process to assist people that was going through the end of life care. In doing this, I really found that I gravitated more towards people that needed the help or was at a position that they weren't sure what to do and they needed more help. So this led me to more of just thinking about our veterans and how much that they've helped our country and for what they've done and served. Many people that are a veteran suffer from several different mental illnesses. And many times they've lost either a friend or a coworker or a buddy that they had in the military. And I want to be that person that can step in there and assist them with whatever it is that they may need. My other purpose is that I would like to educate people in our community and make going to a psychologist and talking to them just as normal as going to their medical doctor and discussing the flu or a bad cough they may have. Society tends to look at people that are in counseling or need therapy as a negative. And I really want to change that around by working in our communities to help people understand that this is very normal and that we all go through these kind of things in our life from day to day. Now, you may ask, what skills do I have? Besides acquiring my doctorate and degree and also working with the public and volunteer work and internship, as I stated earlier, I've also worked in grief counseling and volunteer work. I try to always put volunteer work in as part of my schedule weekly because it gives me a sense of purpose whenever I can return back to our local community. And it helps that passion to grow every single day to learn more and understand more about what we're going through as a world on a daily basis. The other question I saw in your notes that you sent me was, what's the last book I've read? I'm a very avid reader, and the last one I've actually read was The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. I thought this book was excellent. I took away some of the things from that book to integrate into my everyday life. One of the things was to organize my day. I found that when I organize my day, I tend to work harder, get more things done, and be more on time with any kind of deadlines, which I find is very important. I always try to think of a win-win situation anytime that there might be a problem involved with something I'm working on. This book discusses that and how when you have a win-win ending to a problem that arises, then things can be much better. I like to be proactive too. Being proactive when a problem arises helps to shut the problem down earlier and helps you to find more ways to solve that issue by giving you more time to focus on that issue. And I always try to seek first to understand. Every single situation that you go through, and this is very much included in psychology, is affected very differently for each person that goes through these problems. So you need to understand what and where they come from, their upbringing, and what has put them in the position that they're in to be feeling the way they are. When you fully understand someone, you can start the healing from the inside out by helping them work through these issues. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, I hope to be extremely successful with the Veterans Administration. Then I also hope to be doing an active volunteer program at that point that I've developed. The program will reach out to people that may not have insurance, the people in society that may be overlooked, or to assist with social work in our area that can help these people work through the issues they may have. People have asked me before what my top strength is. My top strength is I'm very strategic. And when I say strategic, I've been planning to go to the PhD program for psychology since I was at Northeast State Community College. I have already planned out how to do volunteer work. I've been planning out how to write the proper papers to get into the program that they have. I have went ahead and took the next step at that time to apply at a college that I could also get my bachelor's in psychology. And I've just really been thinking ahead of what kind of research I can go ahead and begin to research so that I'll have it when I begin doing that part of my thesis statement and papers. Excuse me. It asked, another question was, how did I select the major that I did major in college? Well, as I've said before, I was always a helper. Many, many years ago, I was a jeweler, and I thought I was helping people by getting them engaged and helping them to remember their anniversaries and keeping them on that path for their marriage. Not really, not so much helping them. I was selling things, but not helping them so much. So then I left there and went into banking. And in a banking role, it did give me an opportunity to help. In fact, it got me into an opportunity to reach out to our local community and give them advice, guidance, and education on different things in banking that banking involves. Many people nowadays do not have any kind of financial literacy. So I have a direct opportunity at that point to educate our students at the college, to reach out to our local community, to help them as well, and definitely help the people that may need it the most, which is part of our Community Reinvestment Act, is the people that may be going through social work or the poor of our area. These are the people that I found I have a real passion to help, assist, and to help change their lives. So from discovering that feeling of really helping people, that pushed me to the point of psychology, because I really wanted to help people heal from the inside out. And I met so many people on a daily basis that needed these services, but either could not afford them or did not know how to get them. So that is the answer to that question. I've been planning for a very long time to get into psychology, and now that I'm in the program, I am so excited to be here for this interview. My goals 90 days after becoming hired by the Veterans Administration is to go through all the caseloads, look through all the patients. I want to meet with each one of them. I want to review all of their programs that they've had, the processes we went through with them, the therapy that they've had, the counseling. If these things are working well for them, then we'll stick with those programs. If they're not, I would like to come in and change things around a little bit and see if maybe some different approaches that I can bring to the table would help assist that person better. Also, after the first 90 days, I would like to be reaching out to local community as well. This is something I'm very passionate about, as I stated earlier, and I think I'll do very good in that manner. And in closing, Mr. Braggs, I really do appreciate your time. I think I would be an excellent addition to the psychological care of your veterans. I think I can do an excellent job, and I know I'll work extremely hard to do well for your organization. When I was in college, I worked full time. I took 16 to 20 hours per semester in college, and I volunteered for 3 places at the same time. I know if I can do that, I can take all of that energy and put it into this organization to make it successful and to have one of the best clinical counseling that we can have in our area. Thank you so much for your consideration for this position. If you have any additional follow-through questions, please let me know, and I can always provide your references upon request. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.